Today I want to share with you a few exercises that you can do with the foam roller to help you if you are dealing with that mid-back, upper back pain. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the foam roller lengthwise, and then we are going to lay back. Now I like to make sure that I'm not coming up too high or going past about my bra line, just to kind of protect those lower ribs that may be floating or the kidneys. So we are just going to place it right about our upper back shoulder blade area, and we're just going to bring our hands behind our head and just gently open. Now this first time, I want you just to allow those ribs to open up as much as possible. You're fine to do this here, and just feel what that feels like. And you can go slower if you want. Hold here and breathe, and then come back up. And one more time. And come back up. From here, I'm going to bring it a little bit lower now. And now this time, I'm going to hold here, keeping my pelvis, or I'm sorry, my hips on the floor. And this time, I'm going to try to keep my ribs down. So we're not going to let them open up and flare. And we're just going to kind of let gravity pull us down. And you can even keep a hand on your ribs to see, can you get any movement here without releasing that. And then from here now, I'm going to gently lift up, so it's kind of like a hip thrust. And we're just going to allow that foam roller to roll from that bra line up right at the top of our shoulder blades, back and forth here. And this should feel pretty good. You might hear some popping. As long as there's no pain, that's okay. It's like your little adjustment. Okay, from here, now what we're going to do is we are going to kind of rotate to our side. So I'm just kind of taking my body, rotating just a little bit, lifting my hips up, and then see how that feels. Now, if that's too tight, if you feel like it's too difficult, you can try to keep your bottom on the floor a little bit and just roll up slowly. And then switch sides. I would say about 4 times. If there's any tension spots, you can stay on it for a second, breathe through it. Always try to breathe through it and release the tension. If you feel yourself gripping because it hurts, you're not helping it. So get off that spot, relax, and then move through it again until you feel like you can help release it. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back up to this mid-back area. And what I want you to do is I want you to try to separate, like creating this protraction of the shoulder blades. And then pull up. So we're going to separate and then come back. And then retract a little bit, separate. Perfect. Last little thing we're going to do is we're going to turn a little bit more on our side. So we're going to start working down under this area. If you notice this is too tight, that's okay. So you've got 2 ways you can do this. One, you're going to lift up and just gently move along here. I'm not rolled over like this. It's just a gentle roll here. Or If that's too much, you can work through it on your hip, and you'll hold here and move through it this way. So those are the exercises that you can work through to hit that mid to upper back, and you should feel a nice little release after that.